Hello everyone. Assalamu alaikum.
Namaste
Swadikab.
and Kamusta.
I'm Sarah from class 2L. I was born in Hong Kong, but I'm Pakistani inside and out.
I'm Sahar from 3F. I'm Filipino and Pakistani.
Today we have South Asian Cultural Day at our school.
Do you know the term of ethnic minority?
Ethnic minority is a group within a community which has different national or cultural traditions from the main population. Hey Sahir, do you know what's the percentage of ethnic minority in Hong Kong and what different races there are in Hong Kong?
I have no idea.
So recent studies have shown that there are about 8% of people living in Hong Kong that are categorized as ethnic minorities, including Indians, Nepali, Pakistani, Filipino, Thai, etc., which is a pretty small amount regarding the fame we have.
Wow, I did not know that. We really are a minority, even though I see you guys so much in school. Anyway, let's watch some clips of our schoolmates and different ethnicities.
Yes, let's.
Namaste, good afternoon. My name is Tapashina and I'm from 2L. I was born in Hong Kong, but I'm a Nepali person. Whenever I go out, I don't really feel, left out because most people usually assume that I'm a Chinese person, even though I don't get how they assume I'm a Chinese person. But whenever I'm at school, many students know or not that if I look like a Chinese person or not. So but whenever I do tell them that I'm not a Chinese student, they're like, oh, that's surprising. Their expressions would be always surprised. So but it makes me, a little left out because I can't speak Chinese that fluently, nor can I read Chinese that fluently. I can write Chinese just a little bit, but not fluently like other Chinese people. So it makes me a little left out whenever my Chinese classmates, or other schoolmates do things that I don't understand. Yeah, but thankfully I do have my non-Chinese friends who support me and not make me feel left out from school. That's it.
大家好，我係 James，我今年16歲，而家讀緊中五啦，五藝班。咁我係一個中國人啦，定係美國人？我唔知，因為我爸爸係美國人，同埋我媽媽係中國人。我中一嚟到香港嗰陣時咧，覺得好煩，因為成日都有人問我係邊度人啦，然後我又唔知點樣答佢哋，因為我唔算係美國人，我都唔算係中國人，同埋我都唔算係香港人啦，咁就覺得好奇怪啦。咁嚟到家節之後咧，我認識咗好多老師啦，譬如 Miss Williams 啦，我認識咗好多新嘅朋友啦，佢哋就接受到我係中國人啦，佢哋接受到我係美國人就係咁。其實嚟到家節咧，就係令到我自己更加開心啦，因為我終於有一個地方可以融合到我自己啦，咁就係咁啦。Thank you.
My name is Cindy and my class is 1F and I come from Thailand and I was born in Hong Kong. But when I first studied in the Chinese school, I can even read, listen or writing. But when I start studying, I can also read, writing and listening.
Hi, I'm Natalie from class 4L and I'm from the Philippines and I'm born in Hong Kong. I feel happy living in Hong Kong because I've been basically been living here my whole life and I get to learn a lot of things from a lot of people and I'm really happy sitting in this school because I get to get along with many teachers and students. I go back to my country every 3 to 5 years, I think.
Hi, hello. My name is Raza Rahman. I'm studying at 6L and I'm soon going to be 18 in this December. I'm from Pakistan and my mom and dad are also from Pakistan. I got 4 brothers but I was born in Hong Kong. I got a lot of understanding with teachers and students over here and I've made a lot of best friends. Abrar is one of them. He's, I don't know, he has a long name and he's Saraj. He's now 18 years old and he is Islam. And yes. So yeah, they are my best friends.
Wow, that was wonderful. I really didn't know that our schoolmates are from different ethnicities. Wish I could try their clothes on. I remember in the past years we had Pakistani food to taste. I really miss delicious biryani and samosa.
Yes, I remember. Good old days. I really miss chicken tikka and naans. Anyway, we have one more short clip we would like to share with you, all from someone who is not from our school to share their experience. Let's watch it.
Hello， 大家好，我係校園啦。咁相信大家都知道香港係一個國際嘅大城市啦，而且喺呢個國際嘅大城市入邊咧，就生活咗好多唔同國家、唔同習俗嘅人。咁今日咧，我哋嚟到尖沙咀，我哋就會去睇下究竟喺香港嘅南亞裔係點樣生活嘅。咁今日咧，我哋會去到幾個唔同嘅 location 啦，去進一步了解南亞裔喺香港嘅生活。咁我哋而家就喺九龍清真寺啦，我哋一齊入去睇下。咁九龍清真寺早已喺80年代就已經起好㗎啦。咁當時係因為喺英軍入邊咧，佢哋有好多嘅穆斯林，咁穆斯林咧就需要一個地方去禮拜，咁所以當時英國政府就起咗一個咁樣嘅地方，令到佢哋可以喺舒適嘅環境去禮拜。喺禮拜堂入邊啦，大家可以見到有好多人喺度禮拜啦。咁我哋穆斯林咧，一日咧就要禮拜5次嘅。咁其實禮拜嘅地方咧係邊度都得啦，只要你有個乾淨嘅地方咁就得噶啦。咁好多喺附近做嘢嘅人咧都嚟到呢度啊，一齊去禮拜，唔理係咩國家嘅人、咩種族嘅人都嚟。咁我哋依家嚟到海防道街市啦，咁入邊究竟有咩特別咧？我哋一齊去睇下。咁我哋啱啱睇完啲肉鋪之後啦，咁我哋而家去嘅下一個 location 咧，就係相信大家都好熟悉嘅重慶大廈。咁我哋而家嚟到重慶大廈入邊啦，咁入邊咧我就有個 friend 嘅，我哋一齊去探下佢啦。咁喺美利都入邊呢，就有好多南亞裔喺度開店啦。咁例如有找換店啦、西裝店啦，同埋一啲南亞裔零食等等嘅店鋪。咁我哋依家喺摩地道啦，咁摩地道呢，就係喺Hollywood Inn 啦，同埋美麗都嘅中間嘅。咁呢條路咧一直咧延長到咧去尖東嗰度嘅。咁喺呢條路嗰度啦，大家可以見到有好多南亞裔做生意啦。咁有啲喺度賣西裝啊，即係幫你度身訂做嘅西裝啦。咁亦都好多南亞裔人士咧喺度做嗰啲叫自己傳統嘅食物嘅店鋪嘅。咁包括有巴基斯坦嘅食物啦、印度啦、尼泊爾啦等等嘅。咁呢條片咧嚟到呢度就係咁多啦，咁希望你哋對南亞裔咧就有進一步嘅了解，同埋中意呢條片啦。
I've lived in Hong Kong my whole life. I've lived here for 23 years.
I've been in Hong Kong since 1996 when I was born.
I was born and raised in Hong Kong.
我喺香港土生土長啦，而家都37歲啦，所以成世人喺度啦已經。
I was born in Manila and then raised in Hong Kong.
我喺香港有25年，即係由我出世到而家都一直喺香港，好融入呢個社會。你中意佢哋嘅文化，而你去到邊你都係會係諗起香港。
Someone who was born and raised in Hong Kong and grew up and educated in the culture and the society.
我諗其實好多人佢哋可能表面上第一眼見到我就未必會即刻諗哦香港人，但係我好肯定、好有信心，你認識我少少之後咧，會覺得自己人嚟嘅。
There are times where I get passed by because of the way I look, but then when I start speaking to them, because I'm not fluent in Cantonese, then they start turning to a different face. Like when I tell them I'm Filipino, then they would assume that something like, oh, is your mom a domestic helper?
How the mass media represents us. I think there's sometimes over-representation of the non-ethnic minority committing crimes in the local media. Like they'll continuously highlight our ethnic background, which is not a good thing. I mean, no one is like prone to commit crimes, right? There was this time, I saw a news I was in the MTR station, so there was these two ladies talking, and there was a news about ethnic minority. I think maybe he'd steal something from the 7-Eleven or something. But then when they saw the news, they were like, like I heard those terms, I'm like, you don't have to generalize like the whole minority in one. It's not our fault, right? We're trying to contribute into the society. So I think these are the areas that the government can work on how to portray us in a better way. I mean, we actually like belong to the same human race. It's not like we're prone to committing crimes, or we're trying our best to contribute to this society. And even the locals, they need to realize that they should also take one step forward to accept us and acknowledge us if we're willing to learn their culture, learn their language.
我以前會講笑就係話每一次出門口都會預多5分鐘嘅，因為我就預咗嗰5分鐘係俾啲差佬查我身份證㗎。即係我啲 friend 同我行啊嗰啲嘢咧，佢就冇乜嘢啦。咁我一行覺得唔使驚，我 buffer 咗㗎啦，慢慢查啦咁樣。咁我講笑嘅啫，但係我覺得好多人就係第一眼見到你，例如話派傳單咁樣，佢可能派俾我啲壞女朋友，但係見到我覺得都唔識睇㗎啦，佢照俾我都得㗎咁樣，呢啲咁嘅嘢咯。
我覺。咁呢個唔係我自己嘅經驗啦，但係有一張，即係有一次係我係睇緊個電話，咁就見到一張尋人啟事，張尋人啟事就用英文寫嘅，咁張啟事就講緊我哋有一個女仔就唔見咗，咁就有形容佢啦，咁去到有一咩 point 令到我咁嬲，就係講緊佢膚色啦，佢哋所謂佢哋點樣形容嗰個女仔咧？個膚色係話佢black complexion， 但係你睇翻佢個樣，佢其實係仲白過我。即係我覺得呢個係一種嘅 ignorance， 即係唔想去融入，唔想了解我哋，就用單呢個字嚟去代表晒所有人，我哋所有人。但其實中國人你哋都有唔同嘅膚色㗎嘛，香港人都有唔同嘅膚色㗎嘛，咁我哋都有㗎嘛，你冇理由用一個顏色嚟形容所有人咯。
The worst experience I had in terms of racism was with the cops. In all honesty, it was pretty intense. I was with a couple of my friends, and most of them were Chinese, and one of the officers went up to a girl I was speaking to at that time, and he asked her if I was bothering her, which made everything very weird. And I didn't understand where it was coming from, or why it would even come out, or why he would even do something like that, because I was with them. Like, I wasn't with anybody else. I was only talking to those few people, and those cops were there for a while. They were standing there for 10 minutes, and I guess that whole time they were observing us in a way, but I never knew why. And it got very hostile in between. My friends started shouting and arguing with them, asking why they would do it, but they couldn't give a straight answer, or they would just turn away, but they wouldn't let us go for some reason. And after that, it got even more intense because we were being hostile back. and we started getting checked. And out of everyone there, I was the only one that got full body checked. I had to like take off my clothes and everything.
Because ethically, I'm Indian, but culturally, I'm a Hong Kong person. Like, culture is defined by the society you're brought up in and you're educated in. So since I was born and raised here, Hong Kong is like a part of my culture, and so that's why I can't see myself relating to anything else other than a Hong Kong person.
其實你去到邊都有好多人會佢個 impression 係改變唔到噶啦，即係佢點樣睇你咧，你改變唔到，咁我只可以改變我嘅反應。咁不如我就唔好日日都覺得，哎呀又係咁又係咁，不如開心啲覺得係啊。佢會問㗎啦 ，FAQ 啊嘛，我知㗎啦，都係問嗰啲㗎啦，係咪？我唔識做瑜伽嘅，你唔使問啦咁樣，即係呢啲咁嘅嘢咯。咁我覺得 at the end of the day 真係睇自己個心態，所以我係都好 proud of 香港，亦都覺得好多香港人都開始個睇嘢就闊咗好多啦，即係佢開始覺得其實香港人唔再係話膚色，係一個心態咯。
That was amazing. I learned so much, but there is so much more to learn. After all, we are just a colorful planet with all sorts of sweets in it going through space and time.
Yes, that was sensational. Unfortunately, due to COVID, we couldn't have the food and exchange clothes, do henna, and much more. Well, wish we could share more, but that's all the time we have for today. We'll see you next year, hopefully with more to offer. Thank you. Take care.
Bye-bye. Allah Hafiz.